Hey guys, what's going on? TN.Frank here. Bringing you another kind of a first look at another radio I picked up. And it's going to be this little guy here. And this is going to be the Baofeng K61. And we're going to go over it a little bit. I'm going to show you about programming and different things. But the reason this radio caught my eye, it actually is a 7-band radio. It'll do VHF, UHF, it'll do the 1.25 meter band if you got your ham license. It'll pick up Airbands. It does FM broadcast radio, and it has the NOAA weather already built in. And the really cool thing about this is price point is exactly about the same as this guy here. These are about $16. This guy was $16. This will do VHF, UHF, and you can program a NOAA channel into it. This is built in. This already has NOAA built into it. We can do a real quick size comparison before we kind of get into the radio. You see it is a little bit chunkier than the UV5R. A little bit larger, quite a bit thicker. You know, probably another third as far as thickness. But where this has like an 1800 milliamp hour battery, this has a 2600 milliamp hour battery. Pretty much close to the same as these guys. And you can see here's your AR5RM, just a little bit smaller, about the same thickness. So yeah, it's on the same par as your AR5RM. Does all the same bands as the AR5RM. It doesn't have the GPS like the BFF, but other than that, it does all the same as far as Airband and the 2 meter, 1.25 meter, 70 centimeter, which is your ham bands. It'll do VHF, so you can do your MERS on here. It does the GP or GMRS. It'll also do, because it does that, it does FRS. But for the money, I mean, you're talking the same money, 16 bucks. You can't beat that little guy. I mean, that is a serious deal. There is a couple little teeny issues, same thing I had with this guy, and we'll get into that when we get into programming. I'm going to go through and show you guys how to program these real quick. But it comes with your owner's manual, which is not too bad. I mean, it's written reasonably decent, but there's a ton of videos. It does say case 6, but it's actually a case 61 is what they call it. You got your little earpiece, which I never use, your little stylish wrist strap here, which I also never use. They do give you a USB-C's cable, which is handy because you do have a USB-C's port right here on the back. And you can also charge it with the cradle that comes with it. This cradle is not compatible with either of the other radios. It's mainly for this one, a little bit smaller dimensions. And the cool thing is, you not only get a reasonably decent shorter antenna, so you're not getting one of those little rubber ducks, you're getting a reasonably decent antenna. They're giving you this guy here, an Aubrey 771. And if you order these on Amazon by themselves, they're about $7 or $8. So if you take $8 for this antenna off the price of the radio, you're actually paying about $8 for the radio. $8 for the radio, $8 for the antenna. So I mean, it is a heck of a deal. But we can do a real quick little walk around. I already got it programmed up. We'll go ahead and turn it on. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. This screen is not real good as far as being able to see stuff. Okay, I did turn the lights off so we can kind of maybe look at the screen. You can see I got Phoenix North Runway and Luke. Of course, you got your VFO button there. And then of course, here's your menus. A, B, and you go with your menu option here, hit your menu button. You got your channel name. Let me find my up and down. Channel name, frequency. Like you see, it's got all the standard stuff here. 13's the one you're going to want. Memory. If you want to add those airbands, you type in it on VFO and then go to 13. I'm going to cut this into the middle of the video, so it's going to be kind of weird cutting this in, but you'll see. But yeah, you got all your different, you know, just like every other radio, you got all your other. I mean, you can read through the manual. And then you got your exit button there to get out. And then we're back on, you know, regular here. It'll focus. Yeah, oh, there's some air traffic coming in. I love listening to air traffic when it comes in decent. But yeah, I'm going to cut that into the video real quick, and then we'll be right back. I got it programmed up with airbands, and there's a trick to doing that. It's the same as like with the AR5RM, but you can see I can adjust the power here, which really, I guess you can't see, but there's low and high. It doesn't have a medium option. If you long press it, then it'll go ahead and scan. I got that set to scan. And then FM radio. I don't want to really turn it on long enough to get in trouble here. But you can also go ahead and your little hashtag Z button, that'll get you to scan. And then the cool thing about this for weather, you just hit the 0 button. Let's see if there it is.
Standard time. Here is the 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time observation for Phoenix on Sunday, July 27th.
See, we're getting our weather.
At Sky Harbor, it was partly cloudy. Visibility 10 miles. Temperature was 106 degrees.
Oh yay, 106. It's hot out here. But yeah, I mean, you got your multiple buttons just kind of like over here. I hear that like the AB, you can go to your single watch, which I guess you guys can't see it. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe I got to turn the lights off or something. And then if you press again, it'll go back to your dual watch. So you've got 2 channels. Of course, you got your standard AB buttons here. Press on this guy here, and it'll do a search. So let's say I go to here. Okay, I'm on work 1. Let me key this. And let me see if it'll pick it up. Well, it's not picking that up right now. I don't know if I got the search off in the menu or what, but normally you can do a search and it'll do like the others, and it'll pick up the frequency that's being broadcast and the code. But all in all, I'm really impressed with this little radio. For the money it costs, you're getting more bands. You're getting your tri-bands over this, which is only VHF, UHF. You got the built-in weather, so you don't have to program it. You're getting the higher quality antenna with it already out of the gate. The screen's a little hard to see on camera. I wish you could see the screen, because it's not too bad looking. And you get the 2 side buttons you can program. It used to, I guess these radios used to have the USB-C under here, and they have moved it to the battery, which I like better because you can get extra batteries, keep them charged up. It's got your standard K1 port for programming. And while we're on that subject, let me roll the information in on programming here, and we'll be right back. To program these little radios is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, like any other. You want to go ahead and you'll go to your Baofeng website, go to the downloads page. When you get here, you're going to see several different radios here. This radio model is the K61, The closest thing we have is going to be the K6, K63. This is the one you're going to want right here. You'll click that. You'll go ahead and download the software. Save that off. Once that's saved off, you can go ahead and we will open it. I'm using Arc. With Linux we use Arc. There's other programs you can use to extract it if you're using Windows or Mac. Go ahead and extract. You see you'll come up with this folder on your desktop. Open that folder and you'll see this here, Baofeng K6 CPS Custom Program Software. You'll go ahead and right click that. I can use my Windows Program Loader under Linux. Go ahead and open that. I want to create a desktop shortcut, or you don't have to. Next, install, finish, and it automatically will open the program for you. And it's just pretty much that simple. A lot of people don't understand. You can run Windows programs under Linux. You don't have to run Windows all the time. You'll plug your radio into your programming cable and turn it on. From here we can go ahead and go to settings. Of course this does like the other. The serial port pops up over there. You got to do it the second time. COM5. And I've already been programming this quite a bit. So we're going to read our data that is already on my radio. Like I said, I've been programming the radio. And like I showed in the other video, it's just a spreadsheet. You just fill stuff out. So it's fairly simple. So now we're done. See, here's all the channels I have programmed in, repeaters. I do have some Airband channels that are programmed into here too. Basically it's Phoenix Sky Harbor. Now the one issue I run into with this, it's the same exact issue I ran into with the AR5RM. Let's put an Airband channel in. Let's do Luke Air Force Base, the tower. And it's commercial, it's not going to be military aircraft, which is 119.100. Go to put that in. It says frequency value error. So it's not letting you put in an Airband channel with the CPM. So how did I get these in here? Let me show you how I got these in here. Give me just a second and we'll be right back onto the CPS. Okay, the way we get around programming airbands, you see I got my airband channel list here. We're going to go ahead, let's do the Luke that we were trying to put in there, which is going to be 119, 1000, that's their tower. So basically what you'll do, you'll go on VFO mode, which there's VFO. I don't know how well you guys will see in this. You'll go ahead and you'll put your 119, 1000 into VFO mode. Then we want to go to menu. It's going to be 13. It says memory channel. We want to go ahead, enter, and then you can scroll up or down until you get to a channel. Let's go ahead, we'll scroll up. I don't want to start at 999. You'll scroll up until it says an empty channel, which you see how it says CH and then has a number. Hope this is coming through. CH with a number. 47 is our last programmed. You'll go 48, you'll hit menu again. Now that's programmed in there. So we can go ahead and hit exit. Let's go back over to the CPM and I'll show you this on the CPM. Okay, we're back in our CPM. So we can scroll down and you'll see it's in there now. There's number 48 that we programmed. Here it is. It won't take it if you put it in the CPM, but if you program it in the radio, it'll show up. I don't want to text on it. I don't think I could anyhow, or transmit on it. But I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that just because, like I said, we can't transmit on AM. But we'll go ahead and we'll put it to low. And then I can go ahead and give it its name, which is going to be Luke. Hang on, K-E, I can't spell. Tower. So Luke Tower. So now we got Luke Tower in there. And you just have to go through on your radio, program each channel, and then you come in here and you can modify it once it's in the radio. But like I said, I don't know why it's not letting me put airbands in here on the BF F8HP Pro model. You could do airbands into CPM. No problem at all. On the UV or AR 5RM, I couldn't put airbands here. I had to program them by hand manually. Same thing here. You got to program them into the radio manually. So if you're having issues putting in airbands, you're going to have to do them on the radio and then come in here and add your name and modify stuff here. So we'll get back over on tabletop and finish talking about this radio. Like you see, the main issue with this program and airbands is you're going to have to go in and manually put them in, which is not too bad. I mean, it's menu 13 for you to save the channel. So you go to VFO, program in that menu 13, hit it, it'll save it. Get all them in, then you go back into your CPS and you can go ahead and give them names and do what you got to do. But just wanted to kind of throw another option out there if anyone's on a tight budget, but they kind of want to get the functionality of one of the AR5RMs. This might not be too bad of a way to go for the money. I'm going to put up a quick little comparison photo or chart or however you want to say. I'm going to take pictures of each one of these relative to their prices, and we'll put it up so you can kind of just get a comparison and see which one you think might work best for you. This is the highest dollar one, but you get a lot of good features with that. It's easy to program. The CPS will do airbands, where these two you got to program them manually. You do have your GPS function, which is nice. So yeah, I kind of hope you found this interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put that comparison up now for you to look at here at the end. And like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. You all have an awesome rest of the evening. We'll talk to you later. T.N.Frank out of here.